with Sakari. Cooking with Sakari. Cooking with Sakari. Cooking with Sakari. When I'm in that kitchen with precision, mix, simple. This is how I keep the vision of this hot taste of tradition. Food network, I leave musicians. See the recipe is simple. Now you're cooking with Sakari. Cooking with Sakari. Cooking with Sakari. Cooking with. Welcome all. This is amazing. I'm on the Oyster rye, Netherlands, Zealand. Just trying to take it all in. You see me in my oyster gear, and we're going searching for oysters. I can't wait. Incredible. Look at the view. Look at the view. Amazing. So excited. Such a beautiful view. You see a lot of boats surrounded by this port, and I mean, yeah, it's just really nice view. So this is going to be the port that we're leaving from today. A lot of industry people, a lot of people that love seafood, and you know, you always see another boat on its way or to somewhere else to kind of grab some seafood. So this is Zealand of the Netherlands, and surrounded by here, there's a lot of fresh seafood. You always see people just kind of trying to see what's around and trying to get a catch or something, which is nice. Beautiful day, crystal clear water, and just a whole lot of boats. It's good to just be in an environment where you can just kind of like sit and talk about, you know, your passion and things like that. So here we go. Hooks released, and we are ready to go. It's something mesmerizing about water, though. You could just never get tired of looking at it. Beautiful, beautiful day. Just getting mesmerized, getting lost in the water. It's incredible. As we get closer to our destination, you'll start to see the water become more shallow, and you'll be able to see into it, which is nice. So now that we're almost there, we're gonna start gearing up, get our oyster gear on. Just really beautiful water. So I didn't take my camera with me when I got there. I was a little nervous. Didn't want to get it wet. Took my phone instead. And it's just amazing. You're walking on water, literally. Surrounded by the water. I mean, it's just awesome. And this is where we keep the oysters. Stop them from getting killed by the insects and such. Everything here is just full of oysters. Amazing.
There's nothing like getting a fresh shucked oyster in the middle of the sea. It's incredible. And you see my friend here, he's just cranking through them. Just in the palm of his hand. What a great experience. Look at him go. I guess everyone has to enjoy the water, huh? This is Chef Tice of Restaurant Melista, and he's just going through a cockle right here, which we found on the ground just as we're walking, and yeah, he's opening it up. Really fresh, really beautiful. Crack it open, and it's just, yeah, it's awesome to have fresh seafood. Really juicy, really moist. It's awesome. This is an oyster shell, hugest one I've ever seen. So. So she's just talking about the different varieties of oysters that we have in Europe. So in Europe, we have a European flat oyster, which is exclusively only in Europe. They almost actually went extinct at a point. And it's a lot more texture to it, a lot more muscle. It almost leaves your lips a little bit numb almost, but it's interesting. It's really interesting to taste one. And you can't get it anywhere else in the world, so it's really awesome. And then, the traditional Japanese oyster, a lot more juicy, same ones that you normally would have. And, yeah, even though you're not able to understand her, she's speaking with a lot of passion, which is nice, and it's just awesome to see. She's really happy explaining what she likes to do, and it's awesome. So you see our friend here just kind of going through oysters in his hand, just cranking them out, which is nice. He lays them on top of seaweed so that way they don't move, and you can have them with lemon if you like, but these are so fresh you don't need them. You don't need any lemon at all, which is nice. These are more of the traditional oysters over here. The ones in the front, however, are the European flat oysters, right here. One thing I learned while I was here was that with super fresh oysters like these, you kind of want to just remove the liqueur, because you actually want to taste the oyster, which is nice. That's how fresh it is. It's just awesome to just enjoy the view, surroundings, beautiful day. Just become really appreciative and grateful. And everyone's on their way to grab some seafood as well. Grab some mussels, grab some clams, some oysters, whatever's around, and trying to see what they can catch. Incredible. So we're back from oyster diving, and they do a little event for us, which is nice, where they invited a lot of purveyors, chef guests, and a little lunch for us. lot of boats around. Just awesome to see. So here we have our friend here explaining the process of his soy sauce. So this soy sauce is actually locally brewed in Rotterdam, and really nice, really refreshing soy sauce, and it's awesome. Another one that you could just kind of hear the passion through him speaking, even if I'm not able to fully understand it, which is nice. But a really beautiful product, passionate guy, and yeah, it's just a really nice condiment that you can use for almost anything. Comes in different flavors, and it's nice. A little behind the scenes action here. They have all the plates laid out, ready to go. In the back, they have Circle Baker, 2 Michelin star chef, a really young, talented guy. We have another chef here, and he's basically explaining the grill here that we have. He's explaining the process of what he's about to do, and explaining how we can kind of get some of that flavor in there. So what he's going to do is he's going to layer seaweed on the bottom of there. And what this does is give a nice bed for the oyster so it doesn't move around, and also kind of creates all the smoke and flavor to be able to kind of just creep up there and make contact with the oyster. Just adding another level of flavor to something so fresh and beautiful already. Just carefully laying them on there. Just add another depth, another layer. Really, really nice. So this is one of my favorites here, QP mayo. It's Japanese mayo that they actually use just egg yolks. It creates like a very creamy, really tasty mayonnaise. So if you like mayonnaise, you should try it. And some of that soy sauce that we've seen earlier, mixed with the glaze, and then the za'atar spice, very popular spice here, just because of where we're surrounded by it in the Netherlands, different cultures that migrate here. So za'atar spice, which is going to add a nice level of texture to the dish. Really beautifully cooked salmon, and then just some micro cilantro here, which they call coriander in the Netherlands, but very floral, peppery, nice flavor to add to the salmon. And the salmon here is a little bit undercooked than what most people are used to, but for me it was perfect. A little finishing salt on top. Really moist, really tender. It just melts in your mouth. It's beautiful. And that's it. Super simple. You can grab it, put it in your mouth, easy. 1, 2, 1, 2. But I mean, really delicious. This is a beautiful dish here. It's inspired by Chef Circle Baker's Indonesian influences. Growing up as a kid, he's half Indonesian. And pickled vegetables here, some mushrooms, some peanuts in there. Little chili spice. I mean, it's really simple but really beautiful, and yeah, everything just goes really well together. Making sure to add height to the dish so that way it looks very full when you're eating it. You know, food is about not just about how beautiful you make it, but about being consistent, about the passion that you have for it. I mean, there's just a lot that goes into it. So a little bit behind the scenes work here. So we're adding some sea beans here. In the Netherlands, in Dutch, they call it zeekerjauw. And what that is just like a plant from the sea, and it has like a nice pop of salt content, like salty water. It tastes like the sea actually, and it pairs perfectly with seafood, which is nice. Some beautiful marigold flowers, some other beautiful flowers here. You can see him explaining, making sure that everything looks the same, making sure that all the dishes are exactly the same, they're all straight. So when the guest gets it, they all get the same thing. It's very important. Double checking everything, making sure they look nice. And that's what it's about. Just locked in, focused. Beautiful, tall, beautiful dishes. And when you eat that, it has so many different textures. I mean, it's awesome. You can feel the passion that went into the dish. Go.
This was Simple Cooking with Sakari. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.